This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Green 18! Here we go, G! Team right! Slam!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards. On first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Inside. 57. Go! Go! I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check Mike 57.
From the 41, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
10-30. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're running it. It's Michel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground is Michel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let it! 258! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm down. Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back north. Check your heart rate.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
65. 65.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Rodgers now to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
McCrane's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. It's going to be a long day.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. And let's get this.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
On the set. 50. It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Watch the slats.
They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the 27, Rodgers. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
2nd and 3 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 22 yards there, a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
13 yards, first down, Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Coming this way, here we go. Check.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Malone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Shoot. Kill.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. He's got a first down past the 30. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw a play.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carlos Dunlap, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, check.
Mixon with a first down carry. Tony Brown there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Wade. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score, Bengals 34, Packers 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wade. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye.
Right now, you got 58. Come on, boy.
And they will run it with Michelle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One final try now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over.